All right, so today we're diving deep into SEO for job postings.
Specifically in higher education.
Yeah, exactly. We're thinking about all those faculty-wanted ads out there.
Mm.
You know, you're trying to attract those amazing minds to your university. But sometimes it feels like,
It's tough.
yeah, it's tough. It's like those ads just get lost in the sea of the internet.
They do.
It's like sending a message in a bottle.
Right.
You're hoping it washes up on the right shore, but
But you just don't know.
yeah, you don't know.
And that's where really understanding your audience and how they're searching online comes in.
Okay, so how do we make those connections then?
Well, think about it this way. Jared Knize said, we need to post those jobs with the audience in mind, right?
Okay.
So instead of just kind of blasting out these generic descriptions,
Yeah.
think about what makes your institution and this particular role unique. Like, what would a top candidate in, I don't know, medieval literature actually be typing into a search engine? Are they searching for tenure track positions or specific research grants or even, a certain type of departmental culture?
Interesting. So it's not just about like gaming the system or anything.
Yeah, not at all.
It's about genuinely connecting with the right people.
Absolutely.
And one of the sources even mentioned focusing on filtering, not just attracting a ton of applications.
Yeah, Alex Burkett had a great point there.
Yeah.
It's about attracting those highly qualified individuals who are truly a good fit for the position.
Got it.
So really put yourself in the shoes of your ideal candidate.
Mm-hmm.
What language would they use when they're looking for a position like this?
Yeah.
Incorporate those keywords naturally into your job description and title.
Okay, so the language matters.
Yes, absolutely. And don't forget about location either.
Right.
Are you looking for someone locally or nationally?
Even internationally.
Even internationally. Yeah, make that clear from the start.
It was like we're using a very specific magnet
Yes.
to attract the right kind of talent.
A finely tuned magnet. Yeah.
No more just sifting through piles and piles of application.
Exactly. You want those highly qualified applicants coming to you?
Okay, so we've got our keywords sorted out. What about all that stuff that maybe seems like fine print, but actually makes a big difference?
Oh, I know what you mean.
I'm talking about URLs and meta descriptions and titles.
You're hitting all the right points there. Even those seemingly small details can have a huge impact.
Okay.
Think of your URL like the signpost for your job posting.
Okay.
Just like a storefront sign, tells you what kind of shop you're entering.
Right.
A clear URL helps both Google and potential applicants understand what the page is about.
So if the URL is confusing or it doesn't match the job title,
Exactly.
it's like sending people in the wrong direction.
Exactly. It can be really misleading.
Yeah.
Now, for meta descriptions and titles, that's your chance to make a great first impression.
Okay.
This is what shows up in those search results.
Right.
So they need to be enticing. Think of it like a movie trailer. Highlight the most exciting aspects of the role.
Got it.
Make it clear why someone should click through and learn more.
So a compelling title and a well-written meta description.
Yes.
They're like the hooks that just reel people in.
Absolutely. You want something that captures their attention and makes them want to know more.
And one thing we haven't talked about,
What's that?
the design.
Oh, yes.
Like, even the design matters, right?
Absolutely. Vicky made a really good point about that.
Yeah.
She said even design plays a role in SEO.
Mm.
Think about a visually appealing and well-organized store.
Yeah.
It's much more inviting than one that's just cluttered and confusing.
Yeah, for sure.
The same principle applies to job postings.
Okay, so we're not just talking about like keywords and technical details.
No.
We're talking about the whole experience.
Yes. The user experience.
Yeah, and one source even mentioned this thing called pogo sticking, which
I know, it sounds funny.
Yeah, it sounds a bit like a dance move or something.
Right, but it's something Google watches very closely.
What is it?
So pogo sticking is what happens when someone clicks on a search result and then quickly bounces back to the search page.
Oh, so they click and then they're like, nope, and go right back?
Exactly. It's a sign to Google that the page wasn't relevant or useful.
So if your job posting is poorly designed or confusing or just doesn't match what they were looking for,
people are going to pogo stick right out of there.
And that sends a negative signal to Google.
It does, which can hurt your ranking.
Got it.
So think about using clear headings, legible fonts, and a design that's easy to navigate.
Okay.
Chris Zacher talked about how Google rewards sites that users enjoy spending time on.
Makes sense.
It's all about providing a good experience.
So we need to think like a candidate.
Yes.
Imagining their journey from that initial
To the application.
Yeah, to the application.
Exactly.
We want to make that journey as smooth and engaging as possible.
Absolutely.
And I bet mobile optimization plays a big role here, too.
Oh, huge. Especially now with so many people searching for jobs on their phones.
Right? It's like you can imagine a busy academic, scrolling through job postings during their commute or something.
Exactly.
If it's difficult to read,
Or navigate on a small screen.
they're probably just going to move on to the next one.
Yeah, it's like trying to decipher a dense research paper on a tiny screen. Not fun. Not fun at all.
So what are some key things to keep in mind then when we're optimizing for mobile?
Well, think about readability first and foremost.
Okay.
Avoid those long, chunky paragraphs.
Yeah.
Break them up into shorter chunks, use bullet points, and create plenty of white space.
Makes sense.
And it's also crucial to test how the posting looks on different devices.
Oh, yeah. Good point.
You want to ensure a consistent positive experience no matter how someone's accessing it.
So again, we're back to that idea of user experience.
Yes.
But this time with a mobile-first approach.
Precisely because you never know how people are going to be looking at your postings.
But what about getting the word out beyond just those job boards? I'm thinking social media, other online communities.
You're thinking in the right direction.
Okay.
It's not enough to just post it and hope for the best.
Right.
Sharing your job postings on social media and relevant online communities, even through your own personal and professional networks.
Yeah.
It can really expand your reach.
It's like word of mouth, but for the digital age.
Exactly. Think of it as a recommendation from a trusted friend.
Mm-hmm.
Even if social shares aren't direct backlinks, they still signal value to search engines.
Okay.
It's a way of saying, hey, this is a great opportunity, check it out.
And this is especially important in academia, I think.
I agree.
Because networks and connections are so important.
Yes.
Sharing within specific academic communities and professional groups.
Can make all the difference.
Yeah, and remember what Ben Trigueros said
Oh, yeah.
about brand visibility.
Right. It's not just about driving traffic to the posting itself.
Mm-hmm.
It's about showcasing your institution as a desirable place to work.
So we're creating buzz-generating interest.
Absolutely.
And attracting those right people to our digital doorstep. You got it.
But what about bringing it all back to our own website?
Okay.
How we actually integrate the job posting into our existing website structure.
That's a great point. Think of your website as your institution's online home.
Okay.
And the careers page is like that welcoming front porch.
Right.
You want to make sure your job postings are clearly visible and accessible.
Not hidden away somewhere.
Not hidden away in some dark corner of the attic.
Right.
Think about how you might showcase featured products on a website's homepage.
So are we talking about linking to those job postings prominently from the homepage, from the careers page, even from relevant department pages?
Exactly. You want to create clear pathways for both users and search engines.
Makes sense.
Make it easy for people to find what they're looking for.
And Ben Trigueros, he actually cautioned against creating what he called orphan job postings.
Yes.
What are those?
Those are postings that exist in isolation.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Disconnected from the main website.
So no one can find them.
Much harder to find, yes. So it's about weaving those job postings into the fabric of our website.
Yes.
Creating connections and a cohesive experience.
Exactly. A well-integrated approach ensures those postings get the visibility they deserve, and that potential candidates feel welcomed into your online space.
Yeah, I like that.
It's all about creating that welcoming environment.
Yeah. Okay, so far we've covered a lot of ground.
We have.
We talked about putting the applicant first, using the right keywords, crafting compelling descriptions, optimizing for mobile, spreading the word, and now integrating those postings into our website.
It's a lot to juggle.
It is a lot to juggle.
Yeah.
Is there anything else we need to keep in mind when it comes to SEO, specifically for those academic job postings?
I think one more key point that ties everything together
Okay.
is understanding the unique search behavior of academics.
Okay.
You need to remember they're often looking for very specific things.
Right.
Certain research areas, types of institutions, even specific departmental cultures.
Yeah.
And of course, the world of online search is constantly evolving.
Yeah.
So it's important to stay up to date on the latest SEO best practices.
That makes sense because what works today might not work as well tomorrow.
Exactly.
So it's like we're detectives almost,
yes.
gathering clues about how academics are searching for positions.
Right, and constantly adapting our approach. SEO is an ongoing process of learning, experimenting, and refining.
So don't be afraid to try new things, track those results, and adjust your strategies as needed.
Exactly. You have to be flexible and willing to adapt.
Okay, so we've laid the groundwork for a solid SEO strategy.
We have.
But What role does AI play in all of this?
Ah, that's a great question, and one we'll delve into more deeply in part two.
Okay.
But AI is becoming an increasingly powerful tool in the world of SEO,
Especially for job postings.
especially for job postings. Yeah.
Okay, so stay tuned for that.
Yes, we'll unpack all of that after a quick break.
All right, we'll be right back.
Welcome back to our deep dive into SEO for academic job postings.
You left us hanging with that mention of AI.
Oh, right.
I'm really eager to hear how artificial intelligence can actually help us navigate this
Yeah.
complex world of SEO.
Well, AI is becoming a real game changer for SEO in general, but for job postings,
Yeah.
it's especially powerful.
Oh, okay. How so?
Oh, remember all those keywords we talked about?
Yeah.
AI can analyze huge amounts of data to
Right.
pinpoint the most effective ones for your specific audience.
Wow. So it's like having a superpowered research assistant
Yeah.
combing through all that data.
Yeah, combing through mountains of data to find those hidden gems.
Exactly.
And AI doesn't just stop at identifying keywords.
Okay.
It can also help you craft job titles and descriptions that truly resonate with your ideal candidates.
Okay.
So let's say you're looking for an assistant professor of biology.
Yeah.
AI might suggest tweaking that title to something like innovative educator and researcher in cellular biology.
Oh, that's a great point.
Yeah,
It's still accurate, but it's so much more engaging.
it is.
And it speaks to the skills and qualities you're seeking.
Exactly. It's like giving your job posting a personality makeover.
I love that.
And the personalization doesn't end there.
Okay.
AI can even help tailor your descriptions to appeal to different segments of your audience.
Oh, wow.
So for early career researchers, you might emphasize mentorship and professional development opportunities.
Right.
But for more seasoned faculty research resources and leadership roles, might take center stage.
It's like having a customized marketing campaign
Yeah.
for each type of candidate.
Absolutely highlighting what matters most to them. AI helps you connect with potential applicants on a much deeper level,
Right.
showcasing what makes your institution and this specific role a perfect fit.
Got it.
It's about moving beyond that one-size-fits-all approach.
Okay, so this all sounds incredibly promising.
It is.
But I have to ask, what about the human element?
Yes.
Does AI replace our need for thoughtful strategy and creativity?
That's a question a lot of people have.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's a valid one. AI is a really powerful tool, but it's not a magic bullet.
Yeah.
You still need a really solid understanding of SEO principles.
Okay.
And your target audience,
Yeah.
think of AI more like a super-powered assistant
Okay.
that can handle those data-heavy tasks,
Right.
freeing you up to focus on strategy, creativity, and the nuances of your institution's unique culture.
So we're still the ones steering the ship.
Exactly. AI is there to support you, not replace you.
I like that analogy.
And that brings us back to Jared Knize's point about academicjobs.com.
Okay.
They're using AI to optimize those postings for both search engines and job seekers. They understand that it's not just about getting clicks,
Right.
it's about making genuine connections.
A win-win situation.
It is.
Institutions get more visibility and more targeted applications.
Yeah.
And candidates have a smoother, more personalized experience.
Exactly. Everyone benefits.
Speaking of user experience, one of the sources really stressed the importance of website integration.
Yes.
How does that fit into the bigger picture of SEO for academic job postings?
Website integration is absolutely crucial.
Okay.
Think of your website as your institution's digital storefront. You want to make sure those job postings are prominently displayed,
Right.
not tucked away in some hard-to-find corner.
Yeah, it's like having a beautiful window display that draws people in.
Exactly. You want to showcase what you have to offer.
So we're making that connection between our institution's brand
Yes.
and the job opportunities.
Precisely. Website integration goes beyond just linking to postings from the homepage or careers page.
Okay.
It's about creating a consistent look and feel across all platforms.
Got it.
Your job postings should reflect the same visual identity and values as the rest of your website.
So if our website has a clean, modern design, our job postings shouldn't look like they're from the early days of the internet.
Exactly. Consistency builds trust and reinforces your brand identity.
It's like saying we pay attention to detail.
Yes,
We care about creating a positive online experience.
absolutely. It all contributes to a cohesive and professional image.
Okay, so we've established that website integration is key. What are some practical steps institutions can take to make sure those postings are seamlessly integrated?
Well, one crucial step is making those postings easily accessible from the main navigation menu.
Okay.
Don't make potential candidates hunt for them.
Right?
A clear careers or job opportunities link is essential.
Like a welcoming sign that points them in the right direction.
Exactly. And once someone clicks that link,
Yeah.
they should be taken to a well-designed, user-friendly careers page.
Hmm.
This page should not only list current openings,
Right.
but also provide insights into your institution's culture values and commitment to diversity and inclusion.
You know, it's a chance to showcase what makes your institution a great place to work.
Absolutely. It's like giving potential candidates a glimpse behind the curtain,
Yeah.
showing them what it's really like to be part of your community.
And don't forget about mobile optimization here.
Oh, of course.
That careers page and those postings
Yeah.
should be just as easy to navigate on a phone.
As they are on a desktop.
Right, because more and more people are using their phones for job searching these days.
It's all about meeting candidates where they are,
Right.
providing a seamless experience regardless of the device they're using.
Okay, good point. And here's another practical tip.
What's that?
Consider using a job board plugin for your website.
Oh, that's a good idea.
It can streamline the process of posting and managing those openings.
Yeah.
And it can also help with SEO.
Right, by ensuring your postings are properly indexed by search engines.
That sounds like a really good solution, especially for smaller institutions
Yeah,
that might not have big web development teams.
absolutely. It can save a lot of time and effort.
And don't underestimate the power of internal linking.
Oh, that's important too.
Make sure those postings are linked from other relevant pages on your website.
Yes, like department pages or research center pages.
Right.
Not only does this improve navigation,
Mm-hmm.
but it signals to those search engines that these pages are all related.
It's like creating a network of pathways,
Yes.
guiding both users and search engines through our website's content.
Exactly. The more connections you create, the stronger your online presence will be.
This has been a really insightful deep dive so far.
I'm glad you're finding it helpful.
We've covered everything from understanding our audience to the power of AI and website integration.
We have.
I feel like we've only just scratched the surface.
There's always more to learn.
Yeah. What trends do you see emerging in this space?
That's a great question.
And what challenges do you anticipate?
Well, I think one of the biggest trends we'll continue to see is the increasing personalization of the job search experience.
Okay.
AI and machine learning.
Yeah.
They're making it possible to tailor job postings to individual candidates
Wow.
based on their skills, interests, and career goals.
That's pretty amazing.
It is. It's going to be a game changer.
It's like having a virtual matchmaker.
Yes, for the academic world.
And I think we'll also see a greater emphasis on authenticity and storytelling in those job postings.
I agree.
Candidates are becoming more discerning.
They are.
They're looking for institutions that really align with their values.
Absolutely. It's not just about listing duties and qualifications anymore.
Right.
It's about painting a picture of what it's like to be part of your institution's community.
It's like shifting from a dry, factual resume to a captivating cover letter.
Yes, exactly. Highlighting your unique personality and passion.
But along with these exciting opportunities
Right.
come some challenges.
Of course.
One of the biggest, I imagine, is staying ahead of the curve
Yeah.
when it comes to SEO best practices.
Absolutely. Google's algorithms are constantly evolving, so continuous learning and adaptation are crucial.
It's like a never-ending game of chess.
It is.
You need to anticipate your opponent's next move.
And another challenge will be navigating the increasingly complex world of online privacy and data security.
Oh, right.
As we gather more information about candidates,
Yeah,
we need to be mindful of those ethical considerations
of course.
and ensure we're handling data responsibly. It's a balance.
It is a delicate balance between providing a personalized experience and respecting individual privacy.
It's like the saying, with great power comes great responsibility.
Well said. Those are just a few of the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead.
Yeah.
It's a really dynamic and fascinating field, and I'm really eager to see how SEO continues to shape the future of academic recruitment.
Me too.
But before we move on,
Yeah.
I want to circle back to Jared Knize's quote about academicjobs.com, using AI.
Okay.
It seems like they're really at the forefront of these emerging trends.
Yeah.
Using AI to enhance the job search experience for both institutions and candidates.
It's exciting stuff.
It is, and I'm curious to hear more about their approach and the impact it's having.
That's a great segue to our next segment.
Okay.
In part 3, we'll delve deeper into the specific ways AI is being used to revolutionize academic recruitment.
Sounds good.
We'll explore some real-world examples and discuss the potential benefits and challenges of this rapidly evolving technology.
Looking forward to it. Stay with us. Welcome back to our final part of this deep dive into SEO for academic job postings.
We've talked about a lot.
We have from keywords and website stuff, but I'm really interested in this AI stuff.
Yeah, it's fascinating.
You mentioned academicjobs.com as like a prime example of AI changing the game.
They really are.
So can you talk more about that?
Absolutely. So academicjobs.com is a great example of how AI can personalize the job search
Mm-hmm.
in a way that benefits everyone,
Oh,
both the institutions and the candidates.
okay.
And remember we talked about understanding your target audience's online behavior?
Yeah.
Well, AI takes that understanding to a whole new level.
Okay. How so?
AI can analyze massive amounts of data
Mm-hmm.
to create incredibly detailed profiles of potential candidates.
Okay.
They were talking about their research interests, their career aspirations, even their preferred online platforms.
Wow.
Information that goes way beyond a traditional CV.
So instead of just like casting a wide net and hoping for the best,
Yeah.
institutions can use AI to really target specific groups of people.
Exactly. And those are the people who are most likely to be a good fit.
So it's like having a super skilled matchmaker
Yes.
who can connect the right people with the right opportunity.
Exactly. A talented researcher in, I don't know, digital humanities
Mm-hmm.
might not be actively searching for a job,
Right.
but could be very interested if an opportunity popped up that was perfect for them.
Yeah.
AI can make those kinds of connections happen.
That's incredible.
It is.
But I do have to ask about all this data analysis.
Yeah,
What about privacy and how all of that information is used?
that's a really important point.
Mm.
AI in recruitment is powerful,
Yeah.
but it's absolutely crucial to use it responsibly and transparently.
Okay.
Institutions need to be really clear about how they're using that data
Right.
and make sure they're following those best practices for privacy and security.
Okay.
It's about building trust
Yeah.
and being upfront about how AI is enhancing the search process.
Okay, so transparency and ethical considerations are key.
Absolutely.
But I want to shift gears a little bit.
Okay.
We've talked about the technical side of SEO,
Mm-hmm.
but what about the actual content of those job postings?
Yeah.
How can we make them more engaging and appealing to potential candidates?
That's where storytelling comes in.
Okay.
Instead of just listing duties and qualifications,
Right.
think about crafting a narrative that really captures the essence of your institution
Mm-hmm.
and the specific role.
Cool.
What makes your department unique?
Right.
What kind of research is happening?
Mm.
What are the opportunities for growth and collaboration?
Yeah, paint a picture.
Exactly, a picture that resonates with the values and aspirations of your ideal candidate.
So we're going beyond that dry, factual language
Yes,
of a traditional job description.
Exactly, and creating something that feels more personal and inviting.
Right.
Think about the language academics use when they're discussing their work.
Okay.
They talk about passion discovery, collaboration impact. Incorporate those elements into your job postings.
Mm-hmm.
Let those candidates see themselves thriving in that environment.
So we're appealing to both the head and the heart,
I like that.
highlighting both the intellectual and emotional rewards
Exactly.
of joining your institution.
And it's important to remember what Jared Knize said.
Okay.
Academicjobs.com is an optimizing job board that mold your jobs to be SEO and job seeker friendly.
Mm-hmm.
We use AI to enhance every single job with marketing titles and marketing blurbs that mean something to Google and the viewer.
Wow, that's quite a quote.
It is.
But it really highlights that idea of combining SEO savvy
Yes.
with an understanding of what makes a job posting compelling.
It's about speaking the language of search engines and human beings.
Yeah, finding that sweet spot.
Exactly where your message resonates with both.
I think we've covered so much in this deep dive.
I think so too.
From keyword strategies and website integration to the power of AI,
Mm-hmm.
it's clear that SEO for academic job postings is complex.
It is, but it's also incredibly rewarding.
Yeah.
When you get it right.
Mm-hmm.
You're not just filling positions.
Right.
You're building a vibrant and thriving academic community.
That's a great point to end on.
I think so too.
Thank you so much for sharing all of your expertise.
It was my pleasure.
I think our listeners now have a much deeper understanding
I hope so.
of how to make those faculty-wanted ads stand out.
It's all about standing out in that crowded digital world.
Exactly. Well, thanks again for joining us on The Deep Dive.
Thank you for having me.
And happy recruiting, everyone.